Welcome to the ultimate guide to the Universal Orlando Resort, where 2 epic parks deliver double the fun. Explore the cinematic thrills of Universal Studios Florida and the legendary excitement of Islands of Adventure. From cutting-edge rides to immersive worlds, there's magic, action, and discoveries waiting around every corner. Whether you're a movie lover, a thrill seeker, or a family looking for unforgettable memories, this guide will help you unlock the best of both parks. And the excitement doesn't stop there, as a brand new 3rd theme park, Epic Universe, will be opening in May 2025. So stick around until the end of the video for a little look at what new adventures will be coming to the resort as well. Hello there, I'm Mike and welcome to Theme Park 101. Today we'll be taking a look at all the rides, shows and attractions found at the Universal Orlando Resort in Orlando, Florida. We begin with a park that began it all, the spectacular Universal Studios Florida. Once you've made your way through the City Walk area filled with lots of shopping, entertainment and dining locations, and past the classic Universal Globe, you will arrive at the famous arch of Universal Studios Florida, marking the entrance into the park. You'll head straight into Minion Land, that is filled with colourful and family-friendly attractions. You will first come to Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, the theatre-based simulator ride that transforms you into minions before heading on an adventure through many different exciting scenes filled with all your favourite Despicable Me characters. Opposite Minion Mayhem is the next attraction, Illumination's Villain Con Minion Blast. This unique ride allows visitors to grab an interactive blaster and take part in the special villain competition. Instead of a ride car, you'll travel on a movable walkway system that will take you through a variety of different shooting galleries. The ride keeps track of your score, making it perfect to compete with your family and friends, and you may even appear on the leaderboard throughout the day. You can meet some Despicable Me and other popular characters throughout the day at the Illumination Theatre meet and greet. There are also some fun dining locations throughout the land, including the popular Minion Cafe, serving delicious, colourful dishes, all themed to the amazing world of the banana-loving minions. As with all my guides, I will be heading around the park clockwise, which takes us to the next area, New York. First up is Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit, a steel roller coaster featuring a loop and several helixes. This thrilling coaster allows its riders to choose from a list of songs to listen to during the ride, making it a great personal experience. Unfortunately, Universal have announced that Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit will be closing in September 2025 to make way for a brand new experience, so make sure you ride it before it's gone forever. Next up is Transformers The Ride 3D, an awesome dark ride where you team up with Optimus Prime and battle against the Decepticons in many exciting show scenes featuring a variety of effects. Also, throughout the day, you can meet Megatron, Bumblebee or Optimus Prime in a meet and greet area close to the ride building. Heading further into the land is Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon, a 3D motion simulator ride where you will race through New York with Jimmy Fallon. The final attraction in this area is the awesome Revenge of the Mummy, an indoor roller coaster that has the ability to move from scene to scene at an incredible pace, and features some amazing effects throughout, making it one of the fan favourite attractions at Universal Studios Florida. Before we move on to the next area, I can't forget the amazing entertainment that can be found throughout the land, starting with the long-running Blues Brothers show. Make sure you check showtimes as you enter the park or on the Universal app, so you don't miss this amazing musical stage show that features many of the hit songs from the classic movie. Also nearby, you can catch Vamos Báilalo, a high-energy Latin dance experience that will definitely put a spring in your step. And you can also catch an impromptu performance from the Beat Builders, a group of construction workers using anything and everything as their percussion instruments, and they always put on a great show. The next area is San Francisco, where you can become part of the family on Fast and Furious Supercharged. The pre-show and queue line sees you enter a garage that features many of the franchise's amazing vehicles. You then climb aboard a party bus as this dark ride takes you on an adventure with some of the cast from Fast and the Furious franchise. Let's hope it doesn't end in a disaster. You can also find some amazing dining locations in San Francisco, as well as lots of awesome viewpoints across the lagoon. We now move on to the most popular area in Universal Studios Florida, the wizarding world of Harry Potter, Diagon Alley. Before entering the land, you can catch a train at London's King Cross station from platform 9 3/4. This is of course the amazing Hogwarts Express that takes you directly to Hogsmeade over in Universal Orlando's other park, Islands of Adventure. On the journey, you'll discover a unique story filled with characters from the popular Harry Potter series before spotting the beautiful Hogwarts Castle and arriving in Hogsmeade. It is the perfect way to travel between the two parks, but you will need a park hopper ticket to ride this attraction. Further along the regular London street, you will notice the triple-decker night bus before finding the hidden entrance that will take you straight into Diagon Alley, that features an amazing selection of shops, restaurants and attractions. You can catch a couple of exciting stage shows, including a puppet show reenacting stories from the tales of Beedle the Bard, and a live musical performance by Celestina, Warbeck and the Banshees. Both of these shows help to bring the whole area to life and is well worth checking out. The flagship attraction in the land is Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, a 3D motion-based steel roller coaster dark ride that is set within the Wizarding Bank Gringotts. Join Harry Potter and the gang as you head down into the vaults and search for one of Voldemort's Horcruxes. You'll meet many different characters along the way, as well as some amazing magical creatures. This is a great attraction with many exciting elements and is a must for any fan of a Harry Potter franchise. Also, dotted throughout the land are many different interactive wand experiences which helps bring the wizarding world to life. Overall, Diagon Alley is a great fully immersive area of the park, and we would suggest heading here first to keep those wait times down. We now move on to the World Expo, which only houses one attraction, Men in Black Alien Attack. This is an interactive shooting dark ride where you will need to battle many different aliens before they cause too much damage. This is another great attraction for you to compete for the highest score against your family and friends to see who is the best recruit. Carrying on further around the lagoon, you will next come to Springfield, the home of the Simpsons. You can have a beer in Moe's Tavern, grab some food in Krusty Burger, and see a host of characters throughout this amazing immersive land. The main attraction here is the Simpsons Ride, a huge theatre simulator that takes you to a cartoon theme park called Krusty Land. You'll encounter all your favourite Simpsons characters as you try to evade Sideshow Bob's evil plan. This is a great 6-minute adventure that is perfect for all the family to enjoy. Near the entrance of the ride, Krusty Land Carnival Games gives you the chance to win a Simpsons themed prize at the various midway stations. Next is the aerial carousel attraction called Kang and Kodos Twirl and Hurl. This is based on the aliens that feature in the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes, where you will ride a UFO and spin past many interactive Simpsons characters as you join the aliens in destroying Springfield. We now move on to the brand new Dreamworks Land, which opened in 2024 and includes lots of smaller attractions, perfect for the little ones. It is split into 3 different areas, with the first being themed to Shrek's swamp. You can meet Shrek, Fiona and Donkey outside Shrek's cottage, create some awesome music at King Harold's Swamp Symphony, and at Shrek's Swamp for Little Ogres, younger visitors can climb and slide in the playground, have fun playing with the various water features, and you can even find Pinocchio telling little white lies. The next area is themed to Trolls, starting with the Trolls Troller Coaster, the Junior Coaster where you will need to hop on the Caterpillar Catabus as you join Poppy and friends as you try to escape from some spooky spiders. You can find some shade in Poppy's playground, which includes various tiny mushroom swings and other themed elements. Also in the Trolls area is the entrance to DreamWorks Imagination Celebration, the awesome show that features all the DreamWorks characters found in the land. With a great mixture of live actors, animated characters and puppets, along with a fun soundtrack and choreography, this is a perfect show for all the family. The final area in Dreamworks Land is based on Kung Fu Panda, starting with Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp, that is home to plenty of water features with splash pads and huge buckets dumping water every few minutes, as well as lots of other interactive play features including noodle roundabouts and a gong. At the back of the area is Poe Live, an interactive screen show that allows you to communicate with the Dragon Warrior himself. He'll teach you some special kung fu moves as you assist him in cooking some delicious snacks. Also, throughout the land, you can meet a host of other DreamWorks characters, including Gabby from Gabby's Dollhouse near the entrance, and Puss in Boots at the Mama Luna Feline Fiesta. This is a great new updated land that makes it more relevant for younger visitors and includes lots of different play features. We now come to the final area in the park, Hollywood, starting with the stage show, Animal Actors on Location. This is a 20-minute live show featuring trained animals from movies and TV shows, showcasing their talents and performing various tricks. Next is the dark ride E.T. Adventure, the classic attraction which was created by Universal and Steven Spielberg. This immersive ride begins as you enter the indoor queue that transports you to a heavily forested area reminiscent of the film, with many props and Easter eggs to be found. You'll then board the bicycle-themed ride vehicle as you have the mission to return E.T. to his home planet. You'll get to perform the memorable scene as you fly over the police car and then head to the Green Planet to see all of E.T.'s family and friends before finally returning home. This is one of the quintessential Universal attractions, and I hope it remains in the park for years to come. Further into the Hollywood area, you will come to the fantastic Universal's Horror Makeup Show, a live stage show that is a behind-the-scenes presentation of special effects used in horror films. The show includes some audience participation and is very insightful as the hosts demonstrate how different effects are used within movies. This show is very easy to miss, but I highly recommend you check it out. You can also see a host of other classic characters in Hollywood throughout the day, including Betty Boop, Doc Brown, Scooby-Doo and the Gang, Hello Kitty, and many more. The final attraction in Hollywood is the Bourne Stunt-tacular, a live-action stunt stage show based on the Jason Bourne film series. This uses a mixture of moving set pieces and screens to travel across 3 continents and includes car chase scenes, fist fights, and a bunch of amazing parkour. If you're a fan of the Bourne series or stunts in general, you'll be impressed by the performers and the state-of-the-art technology used throughout the show. The final 2 exciting entertainment offerings begins with the incredible Universal Mega Movie Parade, the awesome show that includes some amazing floats themed to some Universal classics like Back to the Future, Jaws, Jurassic World, and Ghostbusters. Along with the floats come plenty of your favorite characters from the movies for an amazing nostalgic trip down memory lane. Universal really knocked it out of the park with this one, and expect this awesome parade to return to the park in April 2025. And finally, at nighttime, you can catch Sensational, a symphonic spectacular. Set over the lagoon, this amazing show combines fountains, fireworks, and drones that celebrate some iconic movies and soundtracks, including Transformers, Fast and the Furious, Harry Potter, Ghostbusters, and a plethora of other fantastic movies. There is something here for everyone, and it is a perfect way to end your day at the park. So that wraps up all the rides, shows, and attractions in Universal Studios Florida. Let's head next door to Islands of Adventure by either walking through Universal City Walk or taking the amazing Hogwarts Express. As you enter the park, you will head straight into the Port of Entry Island. Along with the usual guest services, it also contains various dining and shopping locations, as well as the recognizable Pharaoh's Lighthouse that is not only an icon of the park, it also helps to guide visitors to the exit each night. As with all my guides, I'll be heading around the park clockwise, which takes us to the next area, Marvel Superhero Island. This is of course based on the comic book version of the classic characters, and you'll be able to find 4 awesome attractions. First up is the incredible Hulk Coaster, the huge launched roller coaster that sees General Ross perform gamma radiation experiments on riders to try and transform them into Hulk-like creatures. The coaster features a whopping 7 inversions and a top speed of 67 miles per hour, making it an incredible ride packed with amazing thrills, and is still one of the most famous coasters of all time. Next is Storm Force Acceleratron, a teacup ride where you team up with Storm, the weather-controlling member of the X-Men, and Professor X as you take on their arch-enemy Magneto. The faster you spin, the more energy you can create to defeat the evil mastermind, making this a fun, family-friendly attraction. You can test your fears over on Doctor Doom's Fearfall, the space shot ride that launches riders up and down the drop tower as Doctor Doom harvests your fear so he can take over the world. If you're not too scared, you'll be able to see some amazing views of the park and the whole of the Universal Orlando Resort. Finally, we move on to the amazing adventures of Spider-Man, the awesome dark ride that has a great mixture of 3D screens, practical sets and effects, as well as a really fun and exciting storyline featuring lots of Spider-Man villains. This is one of my favorite attractions ever, so make sure you give it a go the next time you're in Islands of Adventure. You can also get the chance to meet one of your favorite Marvel heroes or villains in a special meet and greet area throughout the day. You'll be able to meet Captain America, Doctor Doom, the Green Goblin, some of the X-Men, and of course Spider-Man also makes an appearance. We now move on to the next island, Toon Lagoon, that features 3 water-based attractions. First up is Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, a classic log flume ride based on the Canadian Mountie from the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. It features 3 gravity-defying drops, with the final and steepest being 75 feet tall, that takes you into a special hybrid track that contains a few coaster elements, making it even more unique. Of course, you are likely to get soaked, but not as much as our next attraction, Popeye and Pluto's Bilge Wrap Barges, a river rafting water ride based on everyone's favourite sailor, Popeye. You will need to help him save olive oil from Pluto whilst careening through the unpredictable rapid waters. You will get very wet on this attraction, so I would suggest wearing a rain mac or riding this earlier in the day to give you a chance to dry off in the hot Florida sun. To add insult to injury, the final attraction in Toon Lagoon is Me Ship the Olive, a playground for children themed to Popeye's ship, featuring guest-operated water sprayers that can further soak those riding Popeye and Pluto's Bilge Wrap Barges. Also, throughout the day, in the main section of Toon Lagoon, you can meet a variety of legendary comic book characters, including Betty Boop, Popeye, and Olive Oil. We now head to the smallest area in the park, Skull Island, which features just the one ride, Skull Island Reign of Kong. This fully immersive attraction begins with a warning from a shamaness, as well as a collection of creatures from the island. You will then board a safari truck as a tour guide takes you into a huge temple to look for the elusive King Kong. The indoor section uses special screens either side of the vehicle, which gives the illusion of actually being transported to Skull Island, surrounded by huge bugs, dinosaurs, and of course King Kong himself as they battle it out throughout the ride through. The next island is Jurassic Park. We will begin with the classic Jurassic Park River Adventure, a boat ride that takes you through a few dinosaur enclosures before taking a darker turn as the beasts begin to take over. The attraction includes some big drops with an amazing splashdown finish where you will most likely get wet. This is a standout attraction and is great fun for all the family to enjoy. Next is Camp Jurassic, a huge outdoor play area for younger visitors to explore. They'll have lots of fun with all the slides, climbing nets, water cannons, and many more play features. Within this area is the fantastic attraction Pteranodon Flyers, a suspended roller coaster that flies you around Camp Jurassic at a nice relaxing pace, giving you an awesome vantage point of Jurassic Park. This is aimed at younger riders, but adults can also enjoy this attraction if they accompany a rider under 56 inches. Another great place to check out is the Jurassic Park Discovery Center, where you can find a restaurant as well as a fun interactive play area that allows visitors to learn through various activities and mini shows, including a chance to watch a baby velociraptor hatch from an egg. Although the land is based on Jurassic Park, all the new attractions that have been added over the last few years have Jurassic World theming. You can get up close and personal with Owen Grady's Raptor Blue in the Raptor Encounter, making it the perfect opportunity for you to get a photo with a popular dino. The final attraction in the land is the amazing Jurassic World Velocicoaster. This steel roller coaster features 2 high-speed launches, a signature 155-foot top hat, 4 inversions including the beautiful Heartline roll, and reaches a maximum speed of 70 miles per hour. This is an exhilarating experience and has quickly become a favourite in the coaster community. Along with being a great ride, it also features perfect theming, with the velociraptors being present throughout the attraction. This coaster is definitely not for the faint-hearted, so if you enjoy thrills, make sure you ride Velocicoaster. We now move on to the most popular island in the park, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade. This land has taken theme park immersion to a new level and has become so popular it has gone on to be added to other Universal Studios in Hollywood, Japan and Beijing, and has spawned Diagon Alley, another unique Wizarding World that has been added right next door in Universal Studios Florida. This leads me to the first attraction, Hogwarts Express. Not only does this train transport visitors between the two parks, it also includes a unique storyline on both journeys. As you head from Hogsmeade Station to King's Cross Station over in Universal Studios Florida, you'll encounter Centaurs in the Forbidden Forest, the spooky Malfoy Mansion, and spot the night bus as it squeezes between buildings when you arrive in London. It is the perfect way to travel between the two parks, but you will need to have a park hopper ticket to ride the amazing Hogwarts Express. The main attraction in the land is Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, a motion-based dark ride. The experience is fantastically themed as you enter Hogwarts Castle and walk through hallways and classrooms, which feels like an attraction within itself. As you board the ride, you'll head on an amazing adventure with Harry Potter and friends as you encounter lots of magical creatures and dangerous foes. This is a fantastic attraction that always has a long wait, so I would suggest either investing in an express pass or joining the single rider line to bring your wait time down. Next up is Flight of the Hippogriff, a junior outdoor roller coaster where Hagrid teaches visitors how to fly the magical creature. You will see plenty of theming throughout, including Hagrid's hut and the Forbidden Forest, as well as some great views of all the Wizarding World. This is a great coaster to introduce younger visitors to thrill rides. Finally, you can try the amazing Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, which has 7 separate launches, making it the roller coaster with the most launches in the world. It is also the longest coaster in Florida and one of the most expensive attractions ever created. Along this amazing journey, you'll join Hagrid on an adventure with lots of magical creatures on display. You'll see Fluffy, the 3-headed dog, some Cornish pixies, a centaur, and many more. This is a must ride in Islands of Adventure, so make sure you get here early. Hogsmeade also features plenty of magical shopping and dining locations. You can buy a wand in Ollivanders, chug some butterbeer in the Hog's Head, or try on some robes in Dervish and Bangs. The possibilities are truly endless. Dotted throughout the land are many different interactive wand experiences, which helps bring the Wizarding World to life. Throughout the day, you can watch one of the 2 daytime shows on the outdoor stage. Frog Choir is an a cappella performance of some Hogwarts students and their frogs as they sing familiar Wizarding songs. And the Tri-Wizard Spirit Rally sees the students of Beauxbatons and Durmstrang perform dances to cheer on their classmates. In the evening, you can enjoy the special projection show The Nighttime Lights at Hogwarts Castle that celebrates the 4 houses of Hogwarts, backed by the legendary John Williams musical score. The show changes throughout the year, with unique versions during the Halloween and winter holidays. And returning in 2025 is Hogwarts Always, a breathtaking show that takes you on a journey through iconic moments of a school year at Hogwarts. Even if you're a casual Harry Potter fan, you can't help but feel the magic in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. The next island is the Lost Continent, which is themed to ancient myths and legends. It is divided into 2 sections, an ancient Arabian marketplace called Sinbad's Bazaar, and the Atlantis-themed Lost City. You'll be able to find the Mystic Fountain in Sinbad's Bazaar, an interactive attraction that tells jokes and will try to outwit anyone that tries to interact with it. Be careful, as it has the power to splash anyone that it deems unworthy. You can find some awesome dining options within the Lost Continent, but as it's lacking any major attractions, we expect to hear some news about a total overhaul and a re-theme in the near future. We now head to the final island in the park, Seuss Landing, which is based on the works of the popular author Dr. Seuss. We begin with If I Ran the Zoo, an interactive playground inspired by Gerald McGrew's Unusual Zoo. Younger visitors will be able to enjoy discovering all the strange and wonderful animals, alongside a load of slides, caves, and even a wet play area. Next up is the flagship attraction of this island, The Cat in the Hat, a fun dark ride bringing the popular book to life through a mixture of large sets, screens, and audio animatronics. If you're a fan of the book or Dr. Seuss in general, then this is the perfect ride for you. Right next door is the spinning attraction, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. You'll be able to control your own fish as you try to avoid the water sprays by listening carefully to the onboard riddle. Throughout the day, you'll be able to enjoy the musical show Oh, the Stories You'll Hear, featuring all your favourite characters like the Grinch, the Lorax, Cat in the Hat, and Sam I Am. A storyteller will read one of the popular books as the characters reenact the amazing stories. This is a fun little show that is great for the little ones. Next is the Carousel, a unique themed carousel, where you'll be able to ride on some of the creatures found in the popular works of Dr. Seuss. The final attraction in the land is the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train Ride, an elevated monorail that gives a tour around the whole island. There are 2 different ride tracks, with one telling the stories of the Sneetches, and the other will be more of a compilation of all of the Dr. Seuss books. This is a great relaxing ride, while taking in all the amazing sights and sounds of Seuss Landing. The island features lots of unique dining locations, including the Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous and the Green Eggs and Ham Cafe. You'll also be able to meet a host of your favourite characters throughout the day, and during the holidays, you can watch a special show and get a chance to meet the Grinch. So that finishes the 2 amazing current theme parks at the Universal Orlando Resort. It's now time to look into the not so distant future, as the brand new Epic Universe will be opening on May 22nd, 2025.
The layout and design of Universal Epic Universe is completely different to any other Universal park, as you will first enter into Celestial Park, which serves as a central hub area as well as being its own unique land. It features 3 astrological themed attractions, with the whole area having a complete elemental design with individual sections based on earth, water, fire, air and space. As well as serving as the entrance into Epic Universe, at the other end of Celestial Park will be the home of the brand new Universal Helios Grand Hotel, which will have an amazing view of all the lands as well as its own special entrance into the park. The first attraction you will come to is Constellation Carousel, where guests can ride on the constellations themselves on board a variety of different celestial dragons, peacocks, lions and more. Not only do the carriages lift riders up to 6 feet in the air, you will also be spinning 360 degrees as you enjoy the wonderful music and colours whilst drifting across the Milky Way. It is all housed within this amazing ornate dome that is a marvel within itself. Behind the Constellation Carousel, towards the Helios Hotel, will be a special interactive splash pad fountain called Astronomica, which will be a great place to cool down during the day, and then at night it will come to life with music and lighting. Astronomica will also serve as a compass, pointing guests in the direction of other lands within the park. The final attraction in Celestial Park will be Stardust Racers, a dual-track steel-launch racing coaster that will be the most thrilling attraction in the park, and will give you the chance to choose between 2 different coasters as they travel to space and race along 2 exciting layouts. There will be many close encounters, and both tracks will feature inversions, 2 launches, and a unique crossover which has been dubbed the Celestial Spin that has never been seen before. It also features some Easter eggs from my favourite Universal trilogy, as well as some amazing lights that will make it look like shooting comets in the night sky. Along with these attractions will be plenty of shopping and dining locations that will continue the elemental theming and will offer something unique to the park. Most notably is the Atlantic restaurant that is nestled within Neptune's pool as you dine on surf and turf cuisine inside an incredible glass aquarium. Other restaurants include the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant, the Oaken Star Tavern that will serve barbecue, and finally Pizza Moon. From Celestial Park, you'll be able to access the 4 other areas through special portals, which will serve as the entrance into the lands as well as being individually themed to their locations. The first land that you will come to when walking clockwise around the park is Super Nintendo World. This was the first area that was officially confirmed by Universal, and the land we know most about due to the opening of Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios Japan and Universal Studios Hollywood. You'll begin by entering through a warp pipe, which will take you into Peach's castle via an escalator, before the big reveal of the amazing land. You'll see plenty of Nintendo characters, Bowser's castle, and lots of Easter eggs and interactive features to explore. You'll be able to buy a power-up band and interact with a lot of the environment to collect coins and perform challenges. This is a series of challenges spread throughout the world that will let you gain coins and take on Bowser Jr. in an epic boss battle. There will be 3 attractions in the land, starting with Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. This will be a dark ride that uses AR to enhance the experience of riding in your very own Mario Kart race. You will go through some classic scenes from the game and are able to use items like shells to disable other riders, as well as using the steering wheel to help collect items and coins. The next attraction is Yoshi's Adventure, an Omni-Mover ride where you will board a Yoshi and explore the entirety of Super Nintendo World due to most of the track being located outside. There are also plenty of hidden indoor scenes where you will meet lots of your favorite characters from the games. This is a fun and relaxing ride and will be the perfect way to check out the whole land and discover even more Easter eggs. Epic Universe will already include the new section of Super Nintendo World based on Donkey Kong. This area will be accessed by a warp pipe within the main section of the land and will also include some dining and shopping locations, extra interactive games, and the final attraction, Minecart Madness, a Donkey Kong themed roller coaster. This will use a unique coaster design that will have a hidden track as if to make the minecars look like they are jumping on sections of the ride, making it more realistic to the games. This attraction is already already under construction as an expansion at Universal Studios Japan, which will open later in 2024. So we will know more about this ride and area when it opens there. There will also be plenty of shopping and dining locations throughout this immersive world, which will be an amazing addition to the Universal Orlando Resort and likely to be a huge fan favorite. We now move on to the next area and my most anticipated, Dark Universe, which is based on the classic Universal monsters. The land will be set in Darkmoor, an old European-style village, complete with some shops and pubs, a group of travelling mystics, and the foreboding manor house set at the back of the land. There are 2 attractions in Dark Universe, starting with the Curse of the Werewolf, a family spinning coaster. As you arrive at the mystics' camp, their leader, Maleva, claims you bear the mark of the werewolf, and will be then taken onto one of their special movable cages. Once on the ride, you'll be sent back and forth throughout the forest as you come face to face with the Wolfman himself. Although this is a family-based attraction, it is still packed with lots of thrills that will keep monster and coaster fans happy. The main attraction in Dark Universe is Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment, a very special Kuka-armed dark ride similar to Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. As you enter the gates of Frankenstein Manor, you'll meet Victoria Frankenstein, the great-great-granddaughter of the famous Dr. Frankenstein. She has invited you to the manor to show a demonstration of how she can control monsters, but Dracula has other ideas. The ride will feature a mixture of screens, audio animatronics, and physical sets, along with plenty of monsters that include the creature from the Black Lagoon, Wolfman, Dracula, and of course Frankenstein's monster. This is the ride that I'm most looking forward to. Dark Universe also includes the Darkmoor Monster Makeup Experience, where you can become your favorite monster or unique creation with the use of special face paint and temporary tattoos applied by the talented monster makers. You'll be able to meet a selection of monsters like Bride of Frankenstein, the Invisible Man, Igor, and more throughout the day at the special meet and greet areas. No land is complete without shops and restaurants, and Dark Universe is no different. At Das Steakhouse, you can dine on a selection of kebabs, burgers, ribs, and sandwiches served by familiars of a coven of vampires that reside in the catacombs below. At the Burning Blade Tavern, located under the Burning Windmill, you can find a warm pub setting that is home to a group of monster hunters called the Hounds. Dine on burgers, bratwurst, and more, and sip on a selection of ales while listening to the stories of the famed hunters. Special Dark Universe mementos can be found at Pretoria's Scientific Oddities, and a selection of cakes, ice creams, and other sweet treats can be discovered at DeLacy's Cottage. After the success of Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, it was a sure bet that a third Wizarding World would be coming to Epic Universe. This one will be called the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. The main portal will take you to 1920s Paris into an amazing recreation of the real French streets. This is of course themed to the second installment of Fantastic Beasts and features lots of amazing magical shops and restaurants, including Le Gobelet Noir, a dark mysterious dining establishment hidden away from the main streets. Bar Moonshine celebrates all the American witches and wizards, and Café Lier de la Sirena, a charming French cafe serving sandwiches and desserts. The land also has a new incredible wand shop called Cosme Acajur, where you can purchase a selection of new wands and use them throughout the land at the special interactive wand points. Within this section, you can also find the brand new show Le Cirque Arcanus, which is set in the beautiful magical theatre and will feature live performers, aerolists, puppetry, special effects, and lots of fantastic beasts. This is the first full-scale Wizarding World theatre show to be seen in the parks and looks amazing. For the main attraction in the land, you will need to head to the Metro Floo, which will transport you to the British Ministry of Magic, which is all set indoors. This is home to the dark ride Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. The story of the attraction is set shortly after Voldemort's demise, with his followers on trial at the Ministry. The despicable Dolores Umbridge manages to escape, and you will join Harry, Ron, and Hermione and try to stop her from bringing back Voldemort. The ride vehicle is set inside the Omnidor bi-directional elevator, which reminded me of the Tower of Terror, but will be more similar to the scoop vehicles that are used on the popular Spider-Man and Transformers ride, but will include lots of different types of movement. I believe this attraction will be a fan favorite within the park. And now we come to the final area within Epic Universe, a land based on How to Train Your Dragon called Isle of Berk. Set between the second and third films, the attractions and entertainment will be themed around the different training exercises needed to be a successful dragon trainer. The main attraction in the land will be Hiccup's Wing Gliders, a family coaster that is a contraption designed by the people of Berk to simulate a dragon flight. As the land is mainly aimed at the younger visitors, the coaster won't feature any inversions, but will travel throughout the land and includes a few indoor scenes and multiple launches, as well as featuring some of your favorite characters and dragons in audio animatronic form. Next up is Dragon Racers Rally, a Skyfly flat ride, which is the training device for dragon racing. Riders will have a choice of how thrilling the experience will be, as you will need to use your wing paddles to either glide through the air or perform a number of barrel rolls, which is great fun for those that enjoy thrills. The third ride in the land will be Fire Drill, a fun boat battle ride which will allow visitors to shoot water cannons at over 130 interactive targets and other boats. Similar to other Universal water attractions, I'm sure there will be a chance for non-riders to take part in the fun, with water cannons located around the ride, giving the chance to shoot riders and boats as they pass. This will be a much needed water attraction in the land, allowing a perfect chance to cool down in the hot Florida sun. There will also be a large outdoor play area called Viking Training Camp, which will be a great place for the younger visitors to climb, explore, and have fun on all the interactive games and environment, while also learning about the different types of dragons that can be found throughout the land. The final attraction in the land will be the incredible stage show called the Untrainable Dragon. Similar to the show in Universal Studios Beijing, but set in a different time period, it will feature some beautiful special effects with the use of screens, movable sets, and breathtaking puppetry, including an animatronic of Toothless that actually flies around the theater. This popular show will be a great addition to the land and park. Not only will there be dragon audio animatronics dotted around the land, visitors will also have the chance to meet some of your favorite dragons, including Toothless, throughout the day. And if you're hungry, you can head to the Mead Hall to dine on some hearty Viking meals in this amazing larger-than-life dining space.
That completes our look at the exciting new Epic Universe coming to the Universal Orlando Resort. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to help support the channel, then consider subscribing for free or joining as a member for exclusive videos, early access to my main content, and other exciting perks. If you want to know more about the amazing on-site water park Volcano Bay or the amazing Universal hotels, then check out these guide videos here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Theme Park 101.